Hey guys, welcome to Lesson 5 Part 3. This is a continuation, obviously, continuation of number sense and problem solving. This section, actually, the GED indicated that we are allowed to use a calculator, so I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, pull up a calculator here, if I can find it. Let's see, there we go. Okay, so I break them up sometimes. The lessons break them up because they can get kind of lengthy. The videos, I don't want them to be like an hour long, so this can be probably like 20 minutes or so. Okay, so in what order should items weighing 51 pounds, 40 pounds, and 48 pounds and 44 pounds be stacked if you want them in order from heaviest to lightest? So this is like pretty basic stuff, but just reiterating what they told us to do in one of the previous lessons. Basically say, okay, we know just by looking at it, you know, if you know your basic numbers, that it's this one here in order from 51, 48, 44, 40. If you're not aware of that, basically how they indicated to get that was always start with the first number of each, first digit of each number, and whichever one has the highest digit. So these are all 4s. This one has a 5, so we know that's the highest. So that number would go on the bottom, 51. Okay. Then we would check, well, let's do this up here because we don't really know that. We don't really know that yet that it's this one over here. Okay. So 51 has a 5 in front, so these all have 4s. So we don't know from the first digit to the left or the tens place digit that which one is higher. So then we have to move to the ones place, which is the number to the right of the tens place. So this has a 0, so that's pretty low. This has an 8. This one has a 4. So since this has an 8, we know that's the second largest number. Let's see. So that would be 48. Okay. So on and so forth. Again, the ones place number here is 0. This one is 4. So we know that 44 is larger than 40. So therefore we know the order in which to stack them. 44, then 40. Okay. As you can see here, they wrote them out like so: 51, 48, 44, 40. Okay, so C is your answer. Okay, number 18. Which of the following correctly shows 2,354,769 rounded to the nearest 10,000? So remember, we find our 10,000s place. So this ones place, tens place, hundreds place, thousands place, and 10,000s place. So anytime you're trying to find the place value for the particular, anytime you're trying to round a particular place value, go to the number to the right of it. Okay, so since this number here is below 5, we know that we would round this off to 235, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, if it was 5 or above, then we would change the tens, the 10,000s place number to one higher. Okay, so that would be a 6, and it would be 2,000. Yeah, so it would be 2,360,000. Okay, but since it's a 4, we keep this as a 5 and change the the following ones to zeros. So here we have our answer. Okay, it is C. What is the total weight in pounds of the packages below? Okay, total weight in pounds of the packages below. Let's see. Does anybody know? Okay, first of all, let me find my calculator. So, to find, basically we need to add all these together to find the total weight of something. So calculator, since we're allowed to use it, 42 plus 23 pounds plus 18 pounds equals 83. Voila, A is your answer. Number 20, Jason paid a $14 dinner bill with a $20 bill. How much change should he receive? So remember, to find the difference between two numbers, you have to subtract. So we'll do 20 minus 14. Okay, so that's $6. You should receive $6 and change. That's not regarding tip or anything at all. Okay. Okay, now 21 here. Maria spent 8 minutes installing a new shower head, 33 minutes rotting out a drain, and 18 minutes fixing a leaking faucet. About how many minutes did it take Maria to complete all 3 tasks? So this about here, indicates that they want us to round. Okay, they want us to round up the number. So let's go to our trusty calculator over here. We have 8 minutes. Okay, let's clear it first. I'll just clear a calculator first. 8 minutes plus 33 minutes plus 18 minutes equals 59. So we are rounding, okay, because about how many minutes? So, when you're rounding, you look at the number to the right, and it's a 9, so you round that up to 60. Okay, since it's above 5. Okay, so B. Okay, now 22. Carla drove 248 miles in 4 hours. What was her average rate of speed in miles per hour? Okay, write your answer on the line below. So let's think about this. If she drove 248 miles and it took her 4 hours to do that, to find her average speed, we need to pretty much divide 248 into 4 equal parts. Okay, so we do that with division. So 248 divided by 4 hours equals 62. Okay, so there's your answer. It would be 62. Okay, 23. A bulk bag of nuts contains 144 ounces of nuts. If the nuts are packaged in smaller 8-ounce bags, how many bags will there be? Okay, so we know that the bag of nuts contains 144 ounces. So we want to make them into smaller bags of 8 ounces so we can distribute them to more people, or just divide them. So what we want to do is see how many times you can divide 144 by 8 ounces. Okay, 144 ounces by 8 ounces. So let's see. What we do is 144 ounces divided by 8 ounces equals 18. Okay, so we have the answer, and that answer is C. If you drove 299 miles on 9 gallons of gasoline, about how many miles per gallon did the car get? Again, we have this indicating word here, which is about. So they don't want the exact number, but pretty much they want you to round it up. Okay, so we have here, if you drove 299 miles on 9 gallons of gasoline, about how many miles did per gallon did the car get? So let us see. Let's clear this. So we have 299 miles that were driven, and we had 9 gallons of gas. So we need to divide 299 by 9. That equals 33.2. I think, yeah. So if you drove 299 miles on 9 gallons of gasoline, about how many miles per gallon did the car get? Okay, so since we are rounding off, we know that the answer should be 30. Let me just verify that real quick. Okay, just doing a little math here. Yep, so that is the correct amount. 30. Let's see. We're done with that page. Let's move the calculator here so I can find it. Let us get okay. Let's go to the second page here. Okay, so number 25 is a shipment of 33 crates like the one shown below is delivered. Approximately how many pounds did the workers unload? So we know there's 33 crates here, and each one weighs 41 pounds. Okay? So again, it says approximately, which is similar to about, which means to round. Okay? So how we figure that out is there are 33 crates, and each one is 41 pounds. So the total amount of pounds is 1353. Okay, so basically the closest one to that would be number C, which would be 1200. Okay. We do that one more time, just confirm. 33 times 41 equals, yep, 1353. Alright, so closest one is 1200. Not sure why I just closed the calculator, but 4 friends bought a birthday cake. It's number 26. 4 friends bought a birthday cake for $21 and balloons for $15. If they divided the cost equally, how much did each friend pay towards the birthday party? Well, first of all, let me pull up my calculator again. So let's do that. So let's find the total number first. So it would be 21 plus 15. Okay, now we have the total amount that we can divide by the 4 friends. Okay, so $36 were spent divided by 4 friends. That equals 9. So how much should each friend pay towards the birthday party? The answer is C, $9. Number 27. David paid $20 toward a dinner bill of 128. If the remainder of the bill is divided equally among the remaining 9 people in the group, how much should each person other than David pay? Okay, so what we need to do is, the bill is 128. We know David paid $20 of that. So 128 minus what David paid equals $108. Okay, so there's $108 now remaining to be paid by the 9 friends. Okay, or for by the 9 people in the group. So 108 divided by 9 equal parts, or 9 people, would be $12. So each one is left with a $12 bill to pay. So that would be 8. That would be, your answer is A. Number 28. A driver traveled 4 hours at an average rate of 65 miles per hour. How many miles did the person go? Okay, so we know he traveled 65 miles per 1 hour. 65, okay? But we know he didn't travel 1 hour. He traveled for 4 hours, so we need to take 65 up here and multiply it by 4, which gives us 260. So the answer is D. Okay, number 29. Using the following information, how much would a large pizza with 3 toppings cost? So, large 1 topping pizza, it shows here, it costs $14. Okay, then we know it's $2. Large 1 topping pizza. So we know it has 1 topping already on it for $14. And then there is $2 for each additional topping, and we know this pizza has 3 toppings. Okay, so it has 1 already included in the 14, so we need to add 2 more toppings. Each topping costs $2, so, and there's 2 of them, so $2 times 2 equals 4. So there's 4 additional dollars. So the original one is $14. Add 4 additional dollars, so 14 plus 4 equals $18. Okay, so your answer is B. It would cost $18 for a large pizza with 3 toppings. Number 30. Bagels are $2 or 2 for $1. What is the maximum number of bagels you could buy for $7? So we know that you can get 2 bagels for $1. So how many bagels can you get for $7? So what we need to do here is multiply 7 by 2, okay? Because each dollar represents 2 bagels, so $7. We need to see how many bagels that represents. Okay, so 2 times 7 equals, okay, so you can buy 14 bagels with that $7. Okay, so your answer is C. Now, number 31 here. How many months would it take to have $1,800 at $75 per month? Write your answer on the line below. So, let's do this. We have, what is it? 18. Okay, let's read that again. How many months would it take to save $1,800 at $75 per month? So this here is actually, I know, I don't know if it was the last lesson. I think it was the first lesson in part 5 that we did the cost formula. This isn't specifically like cost formula as in total cost of goods and all that stuff, but it can use the same exact formula. If you guys can recall, would be, so the total cost, total amount here is 1,800. Okay, so we have the total cost. Okay, and we have the amount per month, which in the formula they call price per unit. Okay, which is indicated by R. Okay, then we know that if you divide the total amount by the price per unit, you would get the number of units, which in this case is the number of months, which is indicated by N. Okay, and again, anytime you have the total costs and one of the other variables, which is price per unit or number of units, you would divide either one of these, whichever one you do know, by no, you would divide the cost by whichever variable that you know, which in this case is the price per unit, which is 75, or price per month. Okay, so we go 75, oh sorry, 1,800, which is the total cost, divided by 75, which is the price per unit, equals 24. So it would take us 24 months to save $1,800 if we were paying if we were saving $75 per month. Okay, how many 45-page documents would a binder hold if its maximum capacity is 630 sheets of paper? Okay, so this is kind of similar to what we just did here. Anytime you have the total number, which is the 630, and one of the other variables, you would divide these two. Okay, then you would get the other one. It would be different if you didn't have the total number. If you had the other variable, which is, we will see in a minute, then you would multiply this number, 45 pages, by the other variable to get the total amount. So that variable is 630 divided by 45 equals 14. Okay. So how many 45-page documents would a binder hold if its maximum capacity is 630 sheets of paper? So we know that the number for that is 14. 14 45-page documents. And that is the end of that. Thank you guys for listening and watching. If this did help you, please like and subscribe, as well as if you didn't really understand something and need a little more explanation, please leave a comment below and I will answer that as soon as possible. Thank you very much.